Hey everyone, it's Jennifer Pasalakis, National Executive Director with 31. I wanted to take a minute to do a follow-up video to a video I posted last week, and that was my 3-folder system. I shared with you guys how I keep my order forms and my hostess lead sheets organized in the 3 folders that I use. And one of the things that I introduced to you guys was my hostess lead sheet. And so I wanted to take a minute to kind of go over with that with you guys. I am going to post the lead sheet in the comments below. I'm going to drop it in a Dropbox folder, and so you guys can have access to that. It's something that I created. It's something I've used for a long time. It's not real fancy, but it has worked for me. So let me take a minute to kind of share with you this order form, or this lead sheet that I use, and go over each section. Now you'll notice that it's kind of broken out into 4 different sections that I use from the moment I book the party to the moment that I close it, and I even use it in my follow-up process. Okay, so the first section, let's look at that. As soon as I book a party, I pull this lead sheet out and I start filling it in at the very, very top. And so if you notice at the very top, you'll see some questions that you guys should be asking your hostess right from the beginning. The name that she goes by, the address, her home, her cell phone, her email. This is her contact information. You also will look over here and you'll see that there's the date of the party, the type of party it is, and who it was booked from. So I love to really kind of write this type of party down, because a lot of you guys are doing themed parties. I know that I do some themed parties, some stop and shop, some vendor events. So you want to make sure that you have a clear understanding of what type of party this is. I also have a booking from, because I want to make sure that I recognize that person that the party was booked from, and give them credit for that booking, whether it's a gift or a verbal thank you. You'll also notice that I've got some notes section. So if there's anything that I need to know about her, maybe that she loves a certain product, or maybe that she's doing this party because her goal is to just have fun, whatever that note is, I kind of keep up with it there. The second section is really when your work starts. These are the things that you need to do for her. So you'll see that there's a hostess packet question there. Did I give her a hostess packet? Whatever your packet looks like. Telling her the tax rate. The tax rate is always based on where the items are going to be shipped, which is usually the hostess's address. Did I tell her what the monthly specials were? Because we know that those change every month. And so those are the things that I give her when she books the party. Now you'll see there's some things that I need to do after I've given her the packet. I give a 24-hour confirmation. Just send her a quick email and let her know that I really appreciate her booking the party and I'm looking forward to it. I do go ahead and set it up in events, and I set it up as a Facebook event if I'm a Facebook friend with her. So those are the things that I need to do. I ask for her wish list. So once I've received her wish list, I check that off, her guest list, and if I'm mailing the invitations, I write that down as well. I also use Outlook. That's the calendar, the electronic calendar that I use. So I make sure that that's on my electronic calendar so my family knows. And I use the Kimberly Medlock filing system for the folder. So if you guys are familiar with that, you'll know what that is. So these are the things that I need to do before the party to make sure that it's a success and I'm partnering with her. The third section is really kind of my hostess coaching section. These are the things that I do before the party. So there's 5 different contacts that I make. The first one is giving her that thank you for the booking, whether it's a text or a phone call. Call number 2 is making sure that I'm getting her invitation list. 3 is getting the invitations out the door, whether I'm mailing them or she's mailing them, making sure that those go out the door. Encouraging outside orders is number 4. So as I'm doing my hostess coaching a week before the party, I'm just kind of reminding her that there will be some people that can't come for whatever reason, but to follow up and get those orders before the party starts. And number 5 is I usually call her a day before, or sometimes I call her on my way to the party and ask her if she needs anything. If I'm calling her a couple of days before, just making sure that I know where I'm going, that I have good directions. So I really try to stay in contact with her throughout the party, and I just make notes over here. So if I post something on Facebook, or if she's told me something, or if she's really excited about a certain customer coming, I make notes of that there. Once the party has happened, this is where this section comes into play. So it's a pretty big section down at the very bottom where I keep up with the volume. How much was that party? I want to know what that is. That's the amount that I'm going to get a paycheck on. So I keep up with that. How many outside orders did she have? Hopefully there is a number in that box. How many guests were attending? My goal is to always have 10 guests in attendance, 10 purchasing customers if it's a catalog party. Was there any bookings that I received from her party? Because I want to make sure I give her credit, whatever that may be. Is she a future hostess? Not everybody is somebody that I want to book a party with in the future. So that could be that's a yes or a no question. Opportunity. Did I give her information about joining my team? That should always be a yes, no matter what. I always make sure I ask for that. The middle section is really kind of the follow-up. So I send her a thank you. Thank you for having such a successful party and allowing me to come into your home. Once the confirmation has went out that the party has shipped, I give her a call or a text or an email, let her know that it's on its way. You guys have seen some of those fun icons out there where your party has shipped, so you guys can send those. Out of the bag call, 30-day follow-up, 75-day follow-up, and those 12-month follow-up. That kind of goes with my 3-folder system I shared with you guys in that other video. So that matches that program. And then this last section is really very important. You are running a business. You are here to make money. And so this last section is really important for you guys to keep up with. You should know exactly how much you received in cash, how much you received in checks, if you gave any discounts at that party, whether it's a free item or free shipping or free monogram, whatever you guys are giving away, you need to be tracking that. AR and AP is accounts receivable and accounts payable. Is there AR is accounts receivable? Is there anybody that owes you money from that party? Maybe you took care of that, you put it on your credit card, and you are waiting to get their check in the mail. Accounts payable is maybe you've overcharged somebody, or maybe you owe somebody money. So that's accounts payable. Whatever this column matches, that's what usually goes on your credit card, and you should balance that to the penny. You should know exactly what's going on your credit card because of that party and if you've received it or not received it. Okay, so this again is my hostess sheet, and I start it from the moment I book the party to the moment that I close it and do my follow-up. I hope this is helpful, and no matter what system you guys use, just make sure that you're tracking it, making sure that you're doing what you should be doing to partner with your hostess. Okay, again, I'm going to post this down below in the comments, so you guys will have access to that. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to kind of answer those for you. All right, girls, well, happy selling. Hope your parties are successful.